Installing a TurnLock base plate on nearly any router is relatively a simple task. Let's take a look at how it's done. Now please note, your TurnLock base plate may look different than the one shown in this video. However, the method for installing any TurnLock base plate remains the same. First, remove the sub-base that came with the router by removing the appropriate screws. Next, install the appropriate end of the centering pin that comes with every TurnLock base plate into the router's collet. For this step, please follow the instructions of the router's manufacturer. Then, with the 5/8" bushing installed, position the base plate over the router base with the nose of the guide bushing pointing up. Adjust the depth of the router until the centering pin just touches the guide bushing, then lock the base in place. Rotate the base plate to find at least 2 holes or slots that line up with the holes in the router base. For a listing of how to line up the TurnLock base plate with common routers, please visit Milescraft.com. The TurnLock base plate is constructed of a durable polycarbonate material. If you're unable to line up 2 holes or slots with your router base, additional holes can be drilled or existing holes can be modified with a file. Using the screws that came with the router, loosely fasten the TurnLock base plate to the router base. If the screws that came with the router are not long enough, use one of the sets of screws that were included with the TurnLock base plate. If none of these screws work, you may purchase a correct set from a local hardware store. And if you're unable to find the correct screws for your router, please contact Milescraft customer service as we may be able to help. After the base plate is tightly secured, remove the 5/8" bushing and the centering pin. You are now ready for template routing and joining applications the quick and easy way with TurnLock. Please note, before performing a routing application using templates such as sign making or dovetailing, you will need to install an appropriate TurnLock guide bushing. Learn more at milescraft.com/turnlock.